Hello people, it's Mr.Meowser06 here, and today we are going to be doing a bit of a different video. I'm going to be doing a quick guide on a beginner's guide on how to play Skyblock. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so when you first join Skyblock, this is going to be your island. This is the island you'll start with, and the first thing you need to do is craft and objectives. I know, amazing. However, there is a bigger world right outside this island, and we'll get to that in a minute. Now, there are several things you may notice. That this is kind of weird. It's got your portal, a little dude over there, which is called a minion, which we'll also get to later, and a villager named Jerry. Now, if we were to bridge all the way over here, the first time, so it doesn't really matter. Start with 25 coins. You see that this is a cobblestone in 1. I have a texture pack on. It's Jerry. The skyblock hub, which we'll begin to very shortly. Now, if you come down here, there's also a chest with some very basic materials to build yourself a cobble gen, and all that. You don't have to. This is not traditional skyblock at all. But if you choose to do that, you can. Okay, so here we are on a bigger island. I want to show some stuff here. So your island, I do believe it has a border. However, I have not yet found said border, but it does exist. This is an example. You can definitely make it bigger than this, obviously, if you want. Here's Jerry. Now, an interesting thing about Jerry is if you want to, you can click Move Jerry. You don't have. I would not recommend moving this. It's pretty convenient. And you can just place this one at wherever you want. Now, additionally, a interesting little thing you can craft is if you do that, you can click that again. If I was to grab a stick from our island, we can make an LTJ, which does that. Not very good. Yeah. We'll begin to everything I just put on in a second, as usual. So yeah, there's the hub island, which is the first major island we're going to be going to. And this is where you put all your on your main island. You'll put your furniture, your minions, your storage, basically anything that you need. Now there are other smaller items you can add to your island. Here is the farming island. It has a farming crystal. It spawns wheat in. Very nice. Here's the desert island. It will spawn in cacti and sugarcane. This is all interesting enough. This is the only way to get sand collection started. Desert island. Here is the pond island. I'm not actually sure what this one spawns. Fishing. Darn. Okay, I guess it's going there. Yeah, here is the roofed forest island. This one is actually how you get the bat talisman, which we will also get into later. There is also the Netherwart island, which we have not gotten quite yet, and the End island, which will be added in the Ender Pearl collection. This is, I believe, wheat collection, cactus collection. I want to say prismarine collection for that one. So yeah, those are all the different islands so far, and now we'll be going to the hub. Okay, so here we are in the main hub. Now this is about where you're gonna spawn. Now you may notice a ton of things. It's huge, and this is not traditional skyblock at all. You might feel that you've been scammed. Trust me, you have, but that's just because it's skyblock, not because of anything else. Oh, runes. Very nice. Okay, someone's gonna do this for free. Okay, so the main thing you want to know is there's an objective, which we'll get into later. However, these are villagers you can talk to, and here are merchants. They're they're basically, you can buy stuff, and probably the first things that you're gonna buy from are from the merchants. A whole bunch of different areas which will be unlocked the further along in combat you get. So here is the main village, as you can see in the right here, middle right. Now if we go this way, we go into the park. Well, this is the forest. Actually, my bad. The park is right along here, which I will show you. Now, the park is the place where you're going to probably be going foraging, unless you're going for oak collection, then you're going to the forest. There's also several quests over here, which we'll get into later, but this is where there's the birch, and then if I go over to here, here's dark spruce, dark oak, acacia, and jungle. I don't want this. So yeah, this is the park. This is where you're gonna want to go if you are trying to collect a lot of wood for foraging collection. I also think there's like some things that you can only get here, like maybe a squid pet. I'm not sure. Now, by the way, I can technically get across there without using these. However, I would not recommend doing that. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything productive. Now, here are the ruins where wolves will spawn. They are aggressive, so be wary of them. They do true damage, and when you start out, they are going to be a serious problem. Well, if you go over there. That is the mountain, like right over there. Stuff over here. There is the highland, like just around the high level. And we're just gonna loop around. The wizard tower, right over here. I'm not sure exactly what's over here, honestly. And here is the wilderness, where you can find the fairy in the fairy pond. Very nice. Now, if we continue going on, here is Fisherman's Hut. The Coliseum. Coliseum is one of the very few areas that has PvP enabled, so be wary of that. You can die, and I believe you can lose coins here, although don't quote me on that. If we go this way, we're gonna find some nice farms and all that. You can collect wheat here. I don't want this. Please stop. Here we see a wild VIP. Now if we go over here, we'll also get to that in a second. We can find the farm, the barn, I guess. I would not recommend just farming here altogether. It's very crowded. People cannot always, skyblock players are not always the kindest and will not hesitate to steal your crops that you are trying to mine. Here is the mushroom desert, where you can get cocoa beans, mushroom, cacti, sugarcane, and sheep, and apparently rabbits. Huh. Don't see those often. Can you get these? No. Okay, yeah, there's just stuff over here. This is where you get several collections. Up here, I will actually show this. If we go all the way up here, you don't need this grappling hook and my spire boots, which I'm using a double jump to get around, although I like them. It's fun. There's this, which doesn't lead anywhere, but it's going to be added in the future. That's just something to look out for. If you're checking the updates, you might see that. By the way, don't try to jump like this. You will usually die. Oh, here's a lapis knot. You reforged your diamond. Oh my god, this kid reforged his diamond sword. He has 170 health. Trash. And okay, this just being here. We've all been there. I was worse at the start. I had obsidian chestplate, diamond sword, and was like, ah yes, I'm good. I have an AOTE now. I'm also using a texture pack that I will link in the description. I really like it. So moving on, you go past all these farms, and you're gonna find the coal mines right over here. I believe you might be able to buy Super Boom TNT over here. I don't remember where you find it though. Annoyingly. Yeah, I've got like one left. However, you go past all these people, and here is the gold mines. Now you need to have a mining level of, I believe, 5 to access to gold mines. Maybe it's not 5. No, it's like 2 for the gold mines, and I won't. Maybe it's empty for the gold mines. Yeah, I don't think you need anything for the gold mines. However, past this, the pets look very nice. Deep caverns, you need to be at least mining level 5 to get into here. Now, this is where things get very interesting. I would not recommend going into this area unless you have at least decent armor. And if you're going here to get lapis armor, like some people do, just don't take your coins with you. So I've been down here, so I have the lift operator completely unlocked. However, if you did not have it unlocked, because this is your first time playing, I'm going to find the area. This is the first way down into the lapis mines. The gunpowder mines, by the way, can spawn creepers if one so kindly spawn. They don't spawn that often, so whatever. They do spawn, don't do too much damage. Lapis zombies aren't really a threat, honestly, at this level. I wish I had intimidation artifact. I'd much prefer if these guys would just ignore me. But well, you can't always have everything we want, especially in skyblock. And now, go redstone mines, I believe it's called. Pigman's Den. Now this area has pigments, they shoot fire. By the way, lapis zombies shoot laser beams out of their heads. Be aware. That's just an occupational hazard. Okay, my double jump just failed. Thank you. Thank you, double jump. Very cool. Are you seriously scared of these dudes? Okay, they're just gonna ignore me. Thank you. Okay, if we keep going even further down, I have like Firefall in 6, which we'll get into later as well, because that's not family vanilla. We get to the slime hill. Oh, yep, these dudes do a way too much knockback. Remember why I hate this place. These dudes do so much knockback. You just want to try and avoid them. Okay, what are you doing? Buddy, I one-shot you. You're not even a threat. Now, if we go, this is where you get emeralds, by the way. Pigment Sun's where you get redstone, lapis stone. Okay, so this is where you get basic diamonds. Now, mobs here aren't easy. Honestly, they are. But early game, these guys are going to be super difficult. You are going to get destroyed. Do not recommend going down here. In fact, I'll actually be able to show off the death mechanic pretty soon. Okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone. How do I go down? Like the one time I come down, I never go down here, by the way. These guys annoy me. Oh my god, these. Okay, well that's the lift operator, which you can't use unless you found men down here. Okay, here it is. Now here's a very interesting area. Why is there a lapis non? Just, oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, runic, can I steal it? No, I can't. I suck. Okay. This is Obsidian Sanctuary. You can find diamond blocks down here. Which pretty good, honestly. However, obviously not great. Okay, can I find a lift operator? Can I find him before these fiends kill me? They're not really a threat, honestly. It's just more of I'm just not gonna waste my time killing them. So, darn. I can actually fast travel. I will also showcase all that later. But moving on. So last area we gotta go over here, and coincidentally, there's like 3 separate islands this way. Amazing. So here, if we go this way, this is the graveyard. Zombies spawn here. These dudes are tougher. I have what's now. If you go to the merchant, adventurer merchant, I will show off this later. There is a intimidation talisman, and get it. It's like 200 coins. All these guys will ignore you. It's so amazing. And then you can upgrade it to the arena and the artifact. Now, if we come down here, there's the crypts. Oh, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't say it's crypts, but this is the crypt. Cryptals live down here. Do not come down here unless you have dragon armor. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be difficult. And until you can get full dragon armor, it's like not going to be fun. Kind of difficult. Now, if we come over here, we've got 2 islands to show off. Spider's Den. I think you need to be combat level 6 for this, if I'm not mistaken. It'll show up on screen if I'm wrong. So here is the Spider's Den. Nothing fancy, honestly. It's kind of annoying because like everyone's a sweat over here. So like I'm trying to grind tarantulas, which it's like impossible because everyone steals my kill. Except now. You know what? Skyblock players are amazing. Although sometimes they can be friendly. I did get a Magnum pet from one for free. They can be very kind. That's a pet, by the way. I'm just gonna walk past these dudes. Oh, I love this. They ignore me now because I got my intimidation artifact. I mean, ring, because finally did good on the spooky festival. So I'll explain later. Okay, these guys will not ignore me. However, I'm fast enough to get. Okay, so Blazing Fortress is essentially the Nether. There's actually the end portal right over there. Now here is where there are several fiends. There are were skeletons in here, blazes in here, nether wart in here, and if you go past all this, you know, so many lapis nuns. Must be close to the boss. Here's the area where the boss spawns. Just be aware of that. Eventually, you're probably going to come down here and get the loot. It's not great. They got rid of the Ember Rod. However, it's still fun. I just like killing bosses, you know? If you get a Magnum Pet, it's good. Not really. It's good for some things. Now, if we go all the way back, and this teleports you to a completely different server. By the way, if you change servers, your mana gets, like, reset, which is amazing. Mana is something I will also explain later. Don't worry, it'll be very soon. Now, here's the end. You need to be don't remember which combat level it is, but it's higher than both places, I'm assuming. And yeah, here we are in the end. Now, not much to see here. Oh no, I'm dumb. Okay, I still don't take fall damage. Okay, this game. Okay. I'm not using my end armor, and I still don't take fall damage. You know, I'm not gonna complain. They spawned the dragon. They totally spawned the dragon. Who spawned the dragon? I can never navigate this place. I'm sorry. I swear swear, actually, this is my first time playing this game. Okay, end sweats. All over. Yep, I'm going the wrong way. I should not. Don't look at Endermen. They're like level 50. They will destroy me if I look at them. They will most certainly destroy you. I'm a helpless non. Again, this is not an area where you want to be early game. This is like a late gamer area. Now, here is the dragon room. This is like the only room that you actually care about in the end. Now, dragons can spawn here. Now, if we look, you can place summoning eyes here, and no one's placed any, so there's no dragons going on. People summon dragons, and if you want to leech them, you can, but you're not going to get good loot. Basically, if you want to fight a dragon for some reason, you come up here, hopefully don't get killed by everything else. You place all these. You need 8 summoning eyes, and the more you place, the higher priority you get for loot. And yeah, that's when you get, and then you spawn a dragon and hopefully kill it. By the way, dragons have so much health, it's ridiculous. So anyways, on to the next part of the video. Okay, so next thing we're going to cover is your skyblock menu, this thing right here. Now, in default, you can't move it from this area, it's always here, it's another star usually, but a texture pack. When you open it, here's what you're going to see. Hypixel game menu. Don't know why they have, but people just play skyblock so much, it's insane. So they added that. My Hypixel profile. Yeah, this is my Hypixel profile. Fast travel. I only have Dungeons Hub because I don't have the scrolls because I'm lame. Oh, cool. More. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that. Profile management. I have multiple profiles. This one needs to just get deleted. I don't actually use that. I don't know what that is. This is the one I'm playing on. My one's old. This is a brand new one I just made, and here's an empty one. Settings, island settings, all profile viewer, I don't know that. Double tap to drop. Yeah, all of this, you're just gonna have to mess with this. I'm bad with this. Wait, hold on. I want to be able to pick up everything. I sell like everything I get. Here, you don't have all of these at the start, by the way. You unlock these as you go. The quiver, great for holding my arrows. Infinity does not work properly. Infinite safe arrows 50% of the time. Actual trash. So, accessory bag is where I'm holding all my talismans and artifacts and all that. And this is where my intimidation ring. Potion bag holding up. I need to utilize that. Sack of sacks. Now this is where you hold sacks. This is my mine sack. Holds all that stuff. And fishing bag holds my fishing loot, which I don't fish. Personal bank, which is in the pig collection. Contact your banker from anywhere. You can deposit. So I'm just gonna deposit my entire purse. I know we're rich. 5.1 mil. Wardrobe. Now this is where. Now I know this looks empty, but it's because this is where I'm gonna be storing my spare dragon armor sets once I get them. Right now here's my end armor, my titanic hardened diamond, my snow, which is not completed, and a mender helmet. Here's our crafting table. This is where you're gonna craft stuff. If you're not a non, you can use quick crafting. It's amazing, worth it. Pets. This is all my pets. I don't have any spawned in, and I will explain them later. Ender chest, where I store all my important items, like all these potions I absolutely need. I just have one of each potion that we have. Here's a crafting feat. If I get this to crystallized heart, I can make the revenant falchion. Here's all my. here's all my swords. Here's some random stuff I got. Snow guns. They don't look like that normally. And then I've got my furniture, a special rune, my trick-or-treat bag, Maddox bat foam, radiant power orb, water bucket. I don't know why I have that in there, but and the spider catalyst. Calendar and events. This is where you're gonna all your events that will show up here. Some in the dark auction will show up later. I don't have any. Okay, perfect. But yeah, it tells you. So yeah, just mind all these. Pretty cool. Quest log is all your active quests. Yeah, I'm doing amazing. Trust me. I'm bad at races. Didn't talk about it. No, I'm self-helpful. Darn, what? Trades. This is all my available trades with NPCs, basically. I wanted any of these. If, you know, for some reason, I want a sponge. I can trade for a sponge. Don't know why I do that, but recipe book. This is all the recipes I've unlocked. All the farming recipes I've unlocked. Not that many. Okay. Mining, same thing. Combat, fishing, foraging, enchanting, alchemy, carpentry, and slayer. I will explain all of these later. Collection. This is a dungeons thing. Farming collection, mining, combat, foraging, and fishing collection. And my skills in rune crafting, which is runes also in there, farming, mining, carpentry, combat, foraging, fishing, enchanting, taming, dungeoneering skill, and alchemy. Very nice. And then here's my total stats. Crit chance, very good. Your speed is like basic. I forget what your speed is basic. Oh, my. But yeah, these are my stats. I don't have my pet on, so my health is slightly lower than usual. And I'm not wearing this, which would give my health so much. Intelligence of 148. Just increasing my health by like that. So. I use it when I'm doing actually anything serious, but if I'm just having fun, I just use these. It's super fun to double jump in. So yeah, that is your skyblock menu. Okay then, so the next thing we're going to cover is your gear. Now, as you play more skyblock, you're going to get different gear, and I'm going to tell you what you should be expecting for middle game, early game, late game, middle game, late game, and all that. There's so many late games, it's ridiculous. Okay, so I am early game currently. Not early, I'm mid game. Doing decently, you know, I can survive some stuff, but I'm not a god. Now, let's find some early game stuff. Now, actually, I do have some in my e-chest. Now, this is called, other than enchantments, is very early game sword. Other than, like, the base swords, and I'll quickly show what swords you might be getting when you're first playing. But that's probably one of the better early game swords. Honestly, it's trash, but whatever. Weaponsmith will give you undead, and spider, and diamond sword. Basic bow, or a witter bow. And yeah, those are all the stuff. Also, you can just buy like so many arrows, it's great. Right click something to buy multiple of them, if they're not like an item like that. Venturer, once you complete a quest, you can get the rookie sword from him, which maybe it's rogue sword, isn't it? I don't know where my rogue sword went, and it's good for speed. I have a rookie axe. I don't know why I have that. It's useless. Yeah, okay. Someone's being honest. So yeah, that's really early game is where you're gonna be wanting to buy stuff like that. And armor, is there an armor? There should be an armor dude. This armor smith, yeah. I recommend just saving up to get diamond. Iron's not good. I know, growth 1, so impressive. However, you'll be thankful. You know, you'll at least won't get one tapped later on. Let's actually see if we can find one of said players. They're usually very common. what I'm looking for. Ha. Not you. Okay, here's an Endernon. Decent. This is mid-early game. You don't get this right away, but you eventually get this. I'd like to click. Here we go. Here we go. Endernon. Lapis armor. Not crystal. Ignore crystal boots. Lapis armor. At the start of the game, you're probably going to be sticking to lapis armor. I'm going to be honest. And then as you move on, your armor is probably going to progress to hardened diamond, which is the first like really good armor set. And if you're lucky, you can get more between like 300 to 700 health, which isn't bad, depending on how many ferrosols and all those things do. I'll explain later. So basically, yeah, you can get yeah, and then from hardened diamond, I was recommended to go straight to old dragon armor. It was one of the cheapest sets. Costs a little over $1 for 2 people because I'm in a co-op. However, I would claim it's worth it. I've got pretty decent stats with it on. And then if we actually look here, dragon fragments, protector not really worth it. Unstable, which is more middle game than I am. Strong, new game. Young's bad. Wise, superior. Superior is like one of the best, and then holy dragon armor is for mostly for dungeons, honestly. Like, it doesn't have to be used, but if you're using it, you're probably going to be using it to play healer class in dungeons, which I will also get to later, because dungeons are a whole nother can of worms. Your sword. This one I never actually used. I got this one. And my next upgrade, both me and Kitten, we got the AOTE. Costs a lot, and it's like the first actually good sword you're gonna be using. Mine's honestly it's not well enchanted. I am almost to gain a AOTD, and we're going to save up for that, and I'm just gonna max enchant that one, because an AOTD I'm probably gonna have for a lot longer, considering the fact that the next best sword is like a Midas, and I can't afford a 50 million coin sword quite yet. Then later game, obviously you're going to be getting more types of dragon armor, superior. The best type of armor for general people is perfect and mastiff. I'll actually go pull it up right here. Don't know what I'm doing. My friend has mastiff. My co-op has mastiff. I do not, because I don't need it. Okay, don't have anything. Mastiff. You need Sven 4, and you craft. It's expensive to craft. However, it's pretty good. It increases. It gets rid of your defense. You have like almost no defense. You have like no defense. However, you have like several thousand health, plus some other benefits. It's like great for health. Then perfect armor, if I'm correct, is the exact. Okay, what did I do? Really? Oh my, hold on. No, I'm not mistaken. Okay, perfect armor, which is different based on the tier. You want higher tiers. Can only give defense, and then Mastiff only gives health. So there are two exact opposites. They're campfire trial. The Mastiff's good for campfire trial and Sven's. And perfect armor, I don't know. I guess you'd use it in different situations, because Sven's do true damage, which is very, very, very pesky of them. Yeah, it's super expensive. It's one of the most difficult armor sets to acquire mid-game. not mid game. It's like late game. So those are some of the two best armor sets. Weapons, you're eventually actually I can quickly show off them. So your weapons actually get an aspect of the end. If I looked it up, here's an aspect of the end. Lowest bid, buy it now. About 150k for a clean one. Not bad. I go for it when you can. Teleporting's amazing. Now I got actually search up aspect of the dragons, or just that. Lowest price, buy it now. Sort by buy it now. 2,800,000. Okay, so they go about between. They go for about 2.8 mil. They also require combat level 18. Oh my god, this kid has a phoenix pet. How cool. Oh, what armor is he? Is that perfect? That's perfect, isn't it? It's tarantula. I have tarantula. Well, I don't. Actually, I have spider. I'm trying to get tarantula. But, then there's Midas. Now, Midas is a bit different. Because it kind of requires combat skill 20, they didn't used to. It's really... You see this? That says price paid 50 million? If they don't have that, it's trash. If it doesn't have price paid 50 mil, it's actual trash. Lowest price, see, they're not... You gotta look, just search for highest price, or you can go to dark auction. But yeah, see, they're getting like 200 mil from that. That's honestly not overpaying by too much, because it requires, I think, up to that it can require almost an additional over 50 million to completely upgrade it. So yeah, you starters are probably want to get an AOTE relatively quickly, but a Silver Fane, and then eventually an AOTE, and then an AOTD. Then I guess a Midas would probably be your best bet. And now for the next part. So in Skyblock, there's not only mid, late game, early game, all those kinds of gears. There's also gear that's really useful any point in the game. For example, this grappling hook right here. 5,000 buy it now. One of the best investments you are going to make. This is so useful for getting around. Look, I can do that. No mana. Amazing. Yeah, what are you doing if you don't invest in it? There's also backpacks. I only have smalls because I didn't even craft them. I just picked them up from some random dude. Yeah, there's more stuff you can get. Backpacks. These. There's also this more. Okay, stop. Don't do that to me. You can get more, just smaller stuff. There's several hats you can get. Honestly, I don't actually use them. I just like having them. But yeah, there is also gear that you will get that is pretty useful, or it's just fun. Spire boots, not great. They increase my mana. They're fun. You know, I'm having fun. I get to bounce around. Like a kangaroo. How is that not fun? I was smart and completely forgot to talk about anything other than swords and armor. So yeah, I have a hurricane bow, which is early to mid game, I'd say. For a hurricane bow, I just bought mine on the auction house. There's several other bows. Runan is later game on the same level, I would say, of AOTD, and then Mosquito Bow is probably closer to Midas. Also swords like Revenant Falchions, which I'm trying to craft, and several other swords, which, as you play the game, you'll learn more about. And yeah, tools. I have the diamond pickaxe right here. However, you can buy this in the end. But I have one at my base. We have the jungle axe, which using obsidian collection and 8 stacks of enchanted obsidian. Look, this one and this one. tree cap. We can make, with the jungle axe, which I have right here, we can make a tree capitator. Here, we have the stonk, efficiency 6, telekinesis 1. Probably, it's like 500k, super expensive, super good, can like insta-mine a lot of blocks. Highly recommend getting that eventually. It's great. Yeah, that's, and then you can buy like your basic bows over there. Yeah, that's swords, axes, and pickaxes. Okay, so now we're actually going to get into something probably a lot of you guys are interested in. Talismans and accessories. What are they? How do you get them? How do they benefit you? So essentially, if we go into my accessory bag right here, we've got a ton of talismans. I don't know why I have 2 of these, but whatever. I'm trying to get rid of this one. But it increases my crit chance, so I keep it for now. So basically, a talisman is something that you have. And you actually reforge that one. And you reforge like a ton of these. Trash. Okay, so talisman is something that gives you a small benefit. This one heals 10. This is for the campfire challenge, which we'll get into later. But this one, to deal plus 100% damage, that's actual trash. Here's a good one. I'm immune to fire. If they're held in an accessory bag, it's like holding them in an inventory. Monsters that are below level 5 will no longer target me. I'm immune to lava. Monsters drop coins when killed. Get more candy, which is amazing. But basically, yeah, this one I got by a bot from the boss, and this one is no longer available. However, yeah, these are all talismans. Or some more rare ones. I will put a list on the screen right now. And yeah, you can just get tons of new ones. They're super useful. I recommend lower level ones, just put unpleasant on them to increase your crit chance, which is honestly a lot harder to get up than your crit damage. Crit damage is very easy. Crit chance is super difficult to get up. And if you can't crit, you're not going to get very far. That's all I'm going to say. You will not get very far if you can't crit. If you can't crit more than you're not critting. So yeah, super useful little things. Each of them has their own little ability. There will also be a link in the description to a full list of them. Okay, so now you're wondering, okay, well we've talked about a lot about this. What is this? Now this is my base stats. Now this tells me all my stats currently as it is. I'm just going to take all of this off to show my horrendous health. I know, horrendous. It's actually quite bad. However, I'm just going to put this on because I'm cool. Okay, so my health is 1,261. Pretty stable. How much damage I can take before I just get you? Defense, not sure how it works. I think it just means you take a lot less damage. So the higher your defense is, you just take a lot. You don't take much damage. And if you have like a billion defense, you don't take damage. Essentially, yeah, pretty decent. Speed is basically how fast you go. I think your base speed is 100, so I am not going very fast. I go slightly faster, but I'm going faster than the average Minecraft player. That's about as fast I'm going. Crit chance is basically how often will I get a crit. So if I were to go, let's go bug zombies in the graveyard. So if I were to go over to the graveyard, I believe this also applies to bows. That was not a crit. That was not a crit either. Come on, crit. Yeah, that was a huge number. I couldn't see it. I'm great. This is great. Probably shouldn't do that one. Nuts. 1,774. And yeah. Now basically the crit damage is what percent? Crit damage can go easily above 100%. By the way, crit chance I'm not so sure. I think it can, but it's basically meaning that you'll never go below a certain amount. But crit damage can go very high. It's very good. You want that. Bonus attack speed. I don't have that. Basically, it just improves how fast you attack. I know, super confused. Just gonna talk while I head over to the bank, and I will explain all these little shops and all that later. Intelligence 148. That's directly tied to how much mana you have, and some other stuff. But basically, more intelligence means more mana. And it also depends what you're wearing. Like my wise gives me much more intelligence and mana. Sea creature chance 20%. Basically, how much 20% chance to get a sea creature. Magic find is, I'm not sure. Pet luck basically in the damage of your magical items. There we go. Much easier. Yeah, reduce the damage you take from enemies. I mean, yeah, and then increase it. Now, pets and magic items, you get them either by crafting them. So pet luck can also mean like how the rarity you'll craft. Higher pet luck means there's a better chance for you to get a higher tier just by crafting it for the same recipe. Or what they drop. They drop magic items, and pets can also some pets can just drop from mobs. So there's a chance I could be killing zombies over here, and I could get a really rare pet, like a phoenix. A legendary phoenix has a 1 in 5 million chance to spawn, so not spawn, but to drop, so pretty rare. Honestly, it's not great, but I would say the biggest flex about it is just having it. Because it's like 1 in 5 million chance, and you got it. It's very important. So yeah, that's how you navigate your stats in skyblock. Okay, so now let's cover all these different stuff you see around you. Most importantly, all the villagers and all that. Not these villagers; these guys are useless. The shops. Now the first ones are these merchants. Pretty straightforward. You can sell stuff to them. You can sell a lot of stuff you can't sell elsewhere. You can buy stuff. I've bought in all of these. I actually haven't bought these. I should get these eventually. But yeah, you get them. You can give them a lot of stuff. You can give them stuff that you can't always sell elsewhere. And all of them just sell very basic, different stuff based on what they are. Farm merchants, yeah, they're gonna sell farming stuff. Mine, they're gonna sell mining stuff. You know, it's very simple. The next thing that we want to check out is the bank. Oh, Holy Dragon Sweat. Very nice. Perfect. 16. Okay, trash. Now the bank here is, I have over 5 mil because I'm rich, but for the first 10 million bank coins. We're getting pretty close to that. Not really. We don't have any money, but yeah, transactions, money. Basically, you can put money in there. Unlimited uses. Auction house. Now here's a thing not everyone knows about the auction house, especially this kind of. So I'm gonna search up a ghoul pet. I have a ghoul pet. I eventually got one, so I'm buying. Lowest price. Not buy now. That's useless. Look, 1,000 coins. However, look, I'm buying now. 900k. I got a deal. I got mine for like 600k. Wow. So why is it different? Because you see these small ones. Most bids. Look, 10 bids. That shows up very quickly. And then, so that basically means that because they show up on this as well, some rich dude can see it, and it'll be at the top, and they can just bid a large amount. Just don't fall for the tricks of, oh my gosh, it's so cheap, and then they've got like 10 hours or 5 hours left. You're not getting a really rare fin, like a non-bow or a ghoul pet. Oh, I didn't talk about bows. Oh no. For so cheap. That's just not how it works. And it's just gonna be a disappointment. So don't waste your money trying to bid on stuff like that. You are not going to get them. Wait until you can buy it now. Unless it's too expensive, or you think it's cheap enough. I don't know. Bazaar, you need to be like mining level 6 and I want to say foraging 6. Bazaar is like greatest thing ever. Farming, tons of farming stuff. Where I sell my minion products. Basically, you can buy a ton of stuff, sell a ton of stuff. You can buy minion foot fuels, which are amazing. Candies, which are also amazing. Gifts, which are amazing. Recombulator, which is way too expensive. Summoning eyes, expensive. Compactors, amazing. Wolf tooth, not amazing. Transfer web, not amazing. But yeah, you can just sell everything. Oh, okay. That's annoying. Prices just went up. I sold some recently. But yeah, that is all of that. Now, if we want to come over here, individual houses can also have stuff. Let's go over to the carpentry house. That's the only house I actually acknowledge has stuff in it. It's all checked out. Look at this dude. Now, if we fall down here to the shop, you can buy a ton of stuff. Now, I need carpentry XP to place this stuff down. This is why scam. However, yeah, there's shops around here. Look around, find what you want. And yeah, that's how you. And that is a very brief thing. Also, by the way, there's a thing called bazaar flipping. I mainly do it with ice. You go here. I've already done it. You right click, you buy 10 stacks of each. You turn on the enchanted ice. Then you just go over here and sell them for not much anymore. You get like 17k profit. But I'll take it. Tuxedos. Those, I'm not sure what tuxedo does. I'm sorry, this is not. I'm confused what tuxedo. It's like an achievement to having a tuxedo and you give it for a quest. Pretty. Actually, let's look. I'm not rich enough to go in there. Pretty neat looking. Now, there's something about skyblock players that you must know, is they like to scam people, because people are not nice. Now, it's very important to be aware of the different types of scams. There's two very common ones I'm going to be teaching you about. Now, the first one is the auction house. So I go here, and I want a sharpness. Let's say for some reason I'm getting a sharpness 6 book, because I'm a nerd. It's in consumables, isn't it? Yeah. Oh my god. Now, let's say, for example, I can't IV. Let's say this person was charging the IV, and saying it was a sharpness 6. This is not sharpness 6, that's sharpness 4. Now, it's a very common scam. People have eventually gotten used to it, but basically, they'll charge some way overpriced for something. People see the I and the V and immediately assume it's a tier 6, pay way too much for it, and then realizes that they just got completely scammed. Now, the other one appears in chat. Basically, people will be like, I am leaving Skyblock. Co-op, I'm giving away whatever rich things, an AOTD and unstable dragon. Let's say that's what they're giving away. Co-op me for the stuff. The answer is no. That is an actual scam. That is essentially what they're gonna do. Okay, so they co-op me. Let's say I am a scammer and Caitlin just invited me to her co-op. take my stuff. I'm gonna go over here and mine, and then use it either on this account or boost it somewhere else to a different account. Yeah, be aware that people can and will do this. Don't fall for it. Luckily, chat can be sometimes very helpful about warning people and telling them to shut up. Do not co-op anyone that you don't trust. If you really want, if you really want to go for it, open it as a new profile and co-op them. Worst case scenario, you got a new profile with some great stuff. You can't boost it, but it's like what a flex. I've got like no collections maxed out, and I have an AOTD that I can't use. I don't know. Just don't co-op people that you don't trust. In fact, don't even co-op most friends. Kim's like my best friend. She has been for like, she's been for 7 years. I trust her. I trust her not to scam me in a game and ruin a friendship over a game. So yeah, if you think someone's shallow enough to steal from you in skyblock, don't co-op them. In fact, co-ops I would generally avoid, but yeah, I'm bad at skyblock, so I needed a co-op. But they can also be pretty fun. Yeah. Okay, so there's several quests in the skyblock that you're going to eventually encounter. Now here is a list of some of them. I have completed a good amount. Oh, there's still more I need to complete. Some of these are going to be very basic. Talk auction master, gain stars, saving up, carpentry. They'll appear on the sidebar right here. You do what it asks, and sometimes you get a reward, sometimes it just stops bugging you about it. There's 2 quests. Now there's always racing quests, which can be very pesky to complete sometimes. Woods, yeah, all these. Now there's one I actually want. There's 2 in particular I want to talk about. Now first is the Fairy Souls quest, which you need to actually be able to do dungeons currently. If you can't do dungeons, you can't complete it because the devs suck. What do you mean? No, I was joking. Please don't ban me, Evans. So, you come over here, there's a Fairy Soul right here. They look like this. There's one in the graveyard, I'll show you. If you can click on it, or you found it, great. After you've collected a good amount, you go over to Tia the Fairy, and you click on her. And see what she just did? She gave me 11 health. That's not bad. 1 strike, 1 defense, and 11 health. I like that. But yeah, she increases your health, stuff, and she can also give you like speed, strength, defense, all those. And basically, you get stronger. You'll eventually become a lot stronger. And the other one I want to talk to you about is in, well, part of them is in the park. Sorry for that. Now if we come over to the park, we're over here. Zoom on over. Now I come over here and you're gonna notice something. Particularly if you go to the end of the jungle. Now the Fairy Souls, by the way, I do want to state, takes a long time. I will link a guide, a description to finding all of them. It takes forever, but it's pretty good. You can get about 800 base health, which is great. Now if you want to come over here, she is right over here. Juliet. Yeah. Now basically, Romero is a dude you gotta give expensive stuff to, or give it to Juliet for him. Ridiculous stuff, like sometimes it's a jump 6 potion, and sometimes it's an emerald blade. I believe one of the last things you gotta give him is a tuxedo. You just gotta find them around the map. You can just guides again. And he does give the tuxedo back, I've heard, but essentially, yeah, he is a. It's pretty expensive. Enchanted lava bucket, which is like worth like 300k. Emerald blade, which is way too much. Which sometimes it's cheap, sometimes it's just a couple flowers, and sometimes it's a flower minion you paid 4 million coins for. And yeah, it's a pain. Increases your ring of love. This one. Unpleasant's just a reforge, by the way. Just gives me a better crit chance. But yeah, those are two of the quests, and there's a lot more quests you can do in skyblock. Now in skyblock, you may notice that you may have noticed throughout the video that I have these dudes that are totally not slaves over here. These are what we refer to as minions. They work for me, they get me money, and yeah, I've got like several minion slots. I know, I'm so cool. You place them down and they do stuff for you. This one doesn't have anything good on him because it's trash. This is a storage upgrade just so he can store more stuff. This cow minion, I believe, has a medium. No, it has a large. Oh, cool. We have 16 minion slots, and I'll quickly show them off. You get more by crafting more unique minions. We have a chest with almost all the minions. Some of them are in place, but we're missing the Revenant minion, the Tarantula minion, and the Flower minion. I'll explain all of that very shortly, but we've got the Fishing minion. Oh my god, stop giving me that junk. Cow minion, Pumpkin minion, Snow minion, great for money, they drop some gifts. Not great for money, but you sell them to the merchant. Enchanted snow blocks to the merchant, pretty decent. Ice minion, also pretty decent. I have both of those on super compactors. I did not empty you. I'm sorry. Here we have. I don't know why that gives me carpenter. You know what? Whatever. I'll take it. Thank you. I feel so much more accomplished. Why is this giving me carpentry XP? I don't understand. Yeah, we got bone and blaze minion. We got an additional gold minion, lapis minion, diamond minion, redstone minion, lapis minion, gold minion, lapis minion, obsidian, and emerald. Now, lapis and gold diamonds are being used for money. Redstone minion, we're just gonna have to get some more cobblestone, and we'll be able to make a ton of super compactors for thousands, which will be great. I need to go quickly put these bones in this chest because I am saving up for Renan's bow. Now, Renan bow, it's not expensive. It's quite interesting, actually. Most of the expense comes from the bones. If you can supply the bones by yourself, you'll be fine. If we can afford the bones, the string's super cheap. String's like less than 150k in total. Just tip for getting a Renan bow. The bones, if you can get the bones other than paying for them, get the bones. Paying for the string is like under 50k, you can afford it if you can get a Renan bow. But yeah, we have minions, you harvest them about every 12 hours, I want to say. We get money, Caitlin does it wrong. It's not particularly her fault, but still, you know, you don't harvest an entire ice minion. But yeah, yeah, minions. They're great for, they're totally not slaves, work for free 24/7. They work if you're not online as well, that's really important to note. I'm not so obsessed I'm playing 24/7. I take breaks every once in a while. They, if you're not online, they'll just calculate. So if you have a minion that, for some reason, there's some setups where you need to be online, otherwise it won't work. But those are more specialized. You can find them online, but most of the time, you have a traditional minion setup. This dude's just gonna function offline just fine. Yeah, those are minions. Now, one of my favorite parts of skyblock are pets. Now over here, I got a decent amount. We got 18. No, I don't. Why do I have 14? This is a scam. Yeah, okay. I have 14 pets in total. They go in here. I don't know why there's a rock pet, but whatever. Most of mine are combat, but I've got some fishing. Essentially, pets gives you some boosts. For example, gold pet, amplified healing, gives me some health. Zombie arm, zombie sword, and it helps him upgrade while I'm doing combat. Skeleton also is pretty good. I'm just gonna summon in my gold pet. They're usually just flying heads, but because of my texture pack, I get these little things. Yeah, this one's good for fishing. This one's gonna be good later. Yeah, they've all got their uses. So yeah, get pets pretty cool. There should be a list on screen of all the pets. Now there are 3 really good pets I want to point out. Maybe not super good. There's 4 I just want to talk about because they're super rare. Okay, well actually, first of all, dolphin. Dolphin and rock are special. Almost been on buy now. 100k. Wow, good Walter. It's trash. Okay, so a dolphin pet is gotten by fishing for sea creatures. Basically, the more I fish, the more I get. It makes sense. So, if I fish up a sea creature, a certain amount of sea creatures, and kill them, I get a common one, and then after a certain amount of sea creatures fished up, you get a legendary dolphin. Rock pet, same way, but mining ores. I think it's 750k ores mined, or maybe it's a million. You get a legendary, tier 1, and then you gotta completely restart leveling them up. So fun. Now, the other 3 I want to talk about. Ghoul pet actually is a bit different. He drops only from the crypt ghouls, which I showed earlier. They also fly around and follow you. He only drops from crypt ghouls. Pretty rare, I think 1 in 15,000. There's dragon pet. Drops from dragons, aka you're buying it from this. Lowest price, buy it now. Let's see what the lowest price one I'm buying now is. Level 78. You don't get the all for yourself. If I wanted to level. Yeah. Yeah, they're just on buy it now, because, I mean, why would you pay 491 million for level 1? It's trash. There's also, not from the Phoenix pet, which is arguably the rarest pet, particularly the legendaries. Highest price, legendaries. Now, the reason it's so rare is it's a 1 in 5 million chance to drop from I just want that coins. From any mob on a public island. 1 in 5 million for a legendary. That's lowest price by now. 11 million is the cheapest. 11 mil. Let me go up to 69 mil, but let's be honest, you're not paying 69 mil. It's basically, yeah, they're pretty good. You fly, you can constantly fly. Yeah, and then internal coins, magic bird, great. Now, the problem with 4 flare is that assuming that mob survives 4 melee hits. I guess for revs, maybe. Rekindle. It's really just a matter of luck. If you're really lucky, you're gonna get it really early game, and it's gonna be great. If you're not lucky, you might not get it for a long time. Next pet I want to show you is the black cat. You pay 3,000 candies for it. In the Spooky Festival. Honestly, I'm trying to get one. All I'm gonna say is I'm trying to get one. It takes forever. Actually, no, it's not 3,000. Why am I saying it's 2,000? I always say 3,000, but it's 2,000. It costs about 32 stacks of purple candies, which are the non-common ones. It's expensive. Let's see actually how much a stack costs. Maybe I can pull up my calculator. So stack is 406 value. 406,892. 892 times 32. 13 mil. 13.20544 million coins plus interest, so it's probably closer to 14, possibly closer to 14 million. And obviously, as you play more, you get more, and because it's my turn to save up, for some reason can't read, I probably can get a couple stacks without doing that, but that just goes to show how expensive it is. Obviously, you know, if I can rope my friends in, you know, and just say, hey, grind this event with us and give me any purple candies. That'd be. So actually, this is a good example. It's not worth 600k. It's not worth 600k, not at all. But yeah, black cat's super expensive. Now, one of the rarest pets is, I want to say, the skeleton horse, because I think it's like you gotta be a top person. There he is. Actually, let me look up. Arguably one of the rarest pets. Show all, highest bid. 5 mil, buy now. I hate that I can afford that. It's not great, but honestly it's just one of the rare pets, because you gotta be the top one person in the Spooky Festival to get it. So honestly, those are the top 4, including the ghoul. I'd say probably some of the rarest pets you're going to encounter. By the way, we just missed a Ringo, which sells pets. And that's actually how I just got my whale and my lion pet. So yeah, he'll occasionally sell pets like right over here. I'll explain events more in the next clip. I'm gonna be honest with ya, I completely lied. That was not on my list. It's Slayer time. So, you're gonna come over, if you want to do a Slayer for whatever reason, if you're insane. Now, your first time, I had a max bat phone, but I'm just not gonna use it right now. I'm gonna come right over here, down to the bartender, and Maddox. Hello, Maddox, I'd like to do a zombie Slayer. Revenant Horror 2. Thank you. Then I will go over here. Okay, so you just watched me murder a Rev 2. I was doing crypticals because you can technically do the zombies up here, however they take forever. Now, because I'm a cool kid, I'm gonna go to E-chest, Maddox, hello. Ring. Someone answers. Thank you. Now you see, I didn't actually make 2,000 back, which is kind of embarrassing. Most of the time you will. Most of the time you're going to make that 2,000 back. Don't worry. Well, with Revs anyway. With Fens, not really, and same way for Tarantulas, honestly, but Revs, like 90% of the time, you will make that money back super quickly. There is also Svens if you kill wolves, which I'm not going to do because it's annoying. You will also get Sven Packmaster, boss selling rewards. You get rewards for doing them. Then if I wanted to go down to here, spiders, and then Revs. But yeah, basically, you get rewards for doing them. And they're pretty cool to do. You get them, they can be relaxing, like Revs are pretty relaxing also because if you have enough health, you can just tank all the hits and it doesn't matter. So yeah, on to the next clip. I was about to talk about bosses, however it seems the magma boss is about to spawn in 14 minutes. And so I will just record that while killing that. Seems like a good idea. So events. There are several events that happen. Now the first couple appear here. We've got Jerry, New Year, Traveling Zoo, Spooky Festival. Traveling Zoo happens a bit more often. It's not meant to be a halt. Now these coincide with skyblock seasons, not any life seasons. Season of Jerry. You gotta protect the gifts from magma cubes. You get a ton of gifts if you do it. I'd say it's pretty worth it. Ringo, just buy stuff. You get a cake. Super cheap. Now there's another thing that you can also get. There's another event that you can unlock over here. It's in the wall. It's here. However, I'm pretty sure it's not happening right now. If it even was, I wouldn't care. It happens if I look up a dark auction timer. 24 minutes. Okay. It spawns every couple of days. I'll send links to the 2 timers. Now this guy, Sirius, will spawn here if you have enough money in your purse. You need to carry it on you, which is annoying. You can go to a dark auction. There's several items. I'll link a list to items. Yeah, you get flower minions. That's how you get the Midas. You get troll skull. You get several pets: jellyfish, turtle, parrot. Several tier 6 books, and also 2 artifacts in the helmet. Flower minion as well. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. It can be pretty expensive though. So every once in a while, just use the timer. It'll help you. You just come here when the timer says. You enter. You go down to the dark auction, and you fill it out. Then once you do it, if I go not into this, we're going to the calendar. It will also tell you when that will happen. So that's exciting. I mean, it should. So that's also exciting. So you'll actually know when dark auction is going to happen. Let's murder these kids just for fun. But yeah, Dark Auction, pretty good. You get money. Congratulations, you've gotten some exclusive items. It's not great, not horrible, but if you're interested, I would go for it. Okay, so we are actually in the area where magma moss will eventually spawn. So, there's several bosses in Skyblock, and I'm just going to tell you about them while we're in here. The first one is the magma boss, aka the one that no one actually respects because it's so bad. No one respects it. Sorry, magma boss, but no one respects it. Like, we literally have a timer, and we just chill here. Unfortunately, I got a pretty full lobby, so and several superior wise. Hold on, what armor is that? I need to know. I need to know what that armor does. Okay, that has to be decent armor. Heavy. Cool, Matt. Thank you, Matt Goose. But yeah, you kill it. It doesn't even give it Ember Rod anymore. Actual trash. Endstone Protector spawns an end if people have killed enough zealots. You kill it, you can get a golem pet and some other cool stuff. Let me actually check how much health it has. It should have 5 million health. The Magma Cube boss, by the way, has 150k health. Instead of an Ember Rod, it now gives a Magma Pet, the Magma Cube boss. Ender Dragon has between 7.5 mil and 16 million health. And when you fight it, it can rush, it can throw its magic fireballs, and you're hoping probably for a superior. But different rarities like superior, old protector. You can't control what rarity it is, unfortunately, so you just gotta hope they get a good one. Okay, these kids like don't. Yeah, right here. Yeah, kill it for dragon frags and AOTD. Dragon pet, pretty good. Headless Horseman is the next one. Basically, you can get candles for it during the Spooky Festival if you have enough candles. If you get enough candles, you can summon it in, fight it, and what does it drop? Let me actually check how much longer it was. 6 minutes. Green candy, purple candy, and spooky shards. The dragons can drop the dragon pet, AOTD, dragon armor, dragon frags, E-pearl, enchanted E-pearls, E-pearls. What's a spooky shard? Can use to craft bat person armor. 42 purple. It costs 42 purple candies to summon in. It's honestly, you just fight it once. It's not worth fighting unless you want bat armor, I guess. Also, are they speaking Russian in chat? I think that's Russian. But yeah. Summons a horde of headless zombies. Yeah. But yeah, basically, yeah, that's the bosses. You're honestly dragons. You fight a dragon just so you can have the experience. Maybe get lucky and get something good. Magma boss, you just kill it because it's fun. Headless Horseman just for achievement experience, and Golem just whenever it spawns. Also, by the way, over here, look, there's something down there. I don't want to go down there because I would probably not be able to get back up. Honestly, I would probably not be able to get back up. I'd really hate to have to re-lobby. Even though I know we have a ton of sweats in here. It's just not worth re-lobbying. The empty lobbies are like the best. But that never happens, so I'll see you guys once the boss spawns. Okay, so the boss has about 1 minute left. Yeah, exactly 1 minute left. Why are they saying the magma boss died? It's not dead quite. It's an interesting timer because it's somewhat fan-made, however it's pretty reliable. So I'm not gonna stop looking to check it because that's how I've missed it in the past. There it is. Okay. Position number 12. I'm trash. See how quickly this thing dies? It's literally insane. Yeah, that thing. Once someone gave me a bang back because I didn't want it. Yeah, so that's the magma boss. The last thing we will cover in today's video is dungeons. Okay, so dungeons. You come over here, big, scary portal. You go inside, it's even worse because people expect you to be good. You can't get a dungeons party if you're not good, and you can't get good if you don't have a dungeons party. You know, it's an amazing cycle. So essentially, you can fight dungeons. This is where you'd get like a party to join and all that. I'm in the healer class. It's actually in my backpack. My dungeon orb. Now my class, I really don't want to lose that because that's kind of like all some of my really important stuff that I paid way too much money for. That's okay. Yep. Yeah, and then Litter Essence, cool. And then over here is Ophelia, where you can get Super Cleaver. Stone chestplate. I have a Mender helmet. It's worth it, honestly. Earlier game. Dark goggles, pretty cool. And the bow. And it's a routine dungeon potion. Is marked. I need to do this one. But yeah, dungeons. You get a party. Civil class, I think there's tank, mage, berserker, healer, and archer, I want to say. I main, this is also why everyone has all these clowns, creepy clowns, or clownzos. I main healer class, because I suck. But yeah, that's dungeons, recent edition, pretty cool, big challenge, but if you can do it, pretty rewarding. In fact, that's actually, if you go collection, yeah, so good. So, on to the last clip of the video. So guys, that's gonna be it for this video today. Leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Please tell me how you felt. Did you like this? Was it helpful? Did you think I could have improved it? Done something better? Please let me know in the comments section down below. Without further ado, adios and have a great day.